I I just felt like this Red Sox team needed another top of the rotation starting pitcher. I did. And they have or had the pieces to make that move. I guess when it comes to Chris Sale, since they didn't trade him at the deadline, I thought the White Sox would just hold on to him. But I've always told you, I've been on the record that if the Red Sox could get Chris Sale, me personally, I would give up and do whatever it takes to get him. And the Red Sox did. In fact, they didn't give up anything close to what I thought they would have to give up. I thought for sure if the Red Sox were going to trade for Chris Sale, they would have to at least give up a Benintendi or a Jackie Bradley Jr. They didn't even have to do that. They didn't give up the kid Jason Groom, the pitcher that they just drafted. I mean, they didn't give up Swihart. They didn't give up Vasquez. They didn't give up any of these kids that we thought possibly the White Sox would demand. Of course you have to give up Mancada, okay? Of course. But when it comes to guys who have established themselves on the Major League roster, who are young enough to still be considered prospects, I thought for sure the Red Sox would have to give up more than they actually did. I love this trade. Chris Sale is 27 years old. He's under contract for the next 3 years. And, you got this phrase that's out there. Well, people are saying every headline I read or tweets that I read or something I see on TV, Red Sox going for it in 2017. What about 2018? What about 2019? What about 2020 fucking 3? I mean, when it comes to giving up prospects, yeah, they gave up Mancada, they gave up Kopech, but what if Andrew Benintendi, Mookie Betts, Jackie Bradley Jr., Xander Bogaerts, Christian Vasquez, Eduardo Rodriguez, you talk about Jason Groom. These are all kids on the Red Sox team in the organization that are the future. And they're not just the next 2-3 years. They're the next 8 to 10 years. Anybody who wants to sit here today and tell me that just because the Red Sox traded Mancada and Kopech with 2 other prospects in a package that got them a stud 27-year-old ace in Chris Sale, who's under contract for the next 3 years at an affordable rate for what he's going to bring to the table. Anybody who wants to tell me the Red Sox gave up on the future, you need to put the phone down, put the device down, go outside, take a walk, get some fresh air. Everything's going to be just fine, okay? Everything's just fine. The Red Sox didn't give up their future to get Chris Sale. They have their future in Mookie Betts, in Xander Bogaerts, in Jackie Bradley Jr., in Andrew Benintendi, in Christian Vasquez, in Eduardo Rodriguez. They have their future in Chris Sale. He's 27. I mean, the people who get all worked up about the farm system and they say, oh, it's depleted. They gave up this, they gave up that. You know what's going to happen? Next year at this time, we're going to have a new list of prospects. And there's going to be somebody that's on the top of that list. All right, go to SoxProspects.com. You got the list. It's a numbered list. And on the first page, I think you got 25 guys there. Next year at this time, there's going to be a new number 1 on that list. And you're going to get the same people trying to tell me and trying to tell you that they can't give up that guy who's number 1 on that list because he's number 1. You'd be giving up too much. Well, you know what happens when you give up the number 1 prospect? You get a new number 1 prospect. And you know what happens the next draft? You draft more prospects. And you know what you should do with those prospects if you're a team like the Red Sox? Should trade them for the short thing.